Hello everybody, and well, it's been a while. I uploaded a video a few days ago. If it wasn't obvious, I'm taking school, of course, and I've been kind of busy over the summer. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I do have something quite exciting. So if you guys like the R4 video, which I'm sure about 40, here, let me take a look real quick, 49,000 people do, which is amazing. That's my biggest hit on YouTube so far. But if you guys like this thing, then oh boy, you guys are gonna love this thing. It is the SuperCard. Yeah. So basically, a lot of people were asking me, "Oh, Chris, how do I play Game Boy Advance games on the DS?" Well, I mean, there was an emulator. I did state in the comments. I did try to answer everybody's comments, since I'm at that point where I can, which I've heard a lot of horror stories of people who got hired and bigger on YouTube and they can't answer other people's questions, which I would hate to happen. So I'm in a good spot right now. So, but basically, people were asking me how to play Game Boy Advance games on their DS, and there is an emulator. It's not too good of an emulator, to be honest, but as it has a lot of glitches and everything. But this, as you can tell, it's a Game Boy Advance cart, but if you recall, the original DS model and the DS Lite both have a Game Boy Advance slot, which helps if you have this thing, as it is compatible with the GBA, GBA SP, GB Micro, I think that's what it is, Game Boy Micro, IDS, I think like the original DS, I have no idea what this is, Nintendo DS and the DS Lite. That is still a mystery to me. I've had this for a while now. I've been working around with it and stuff, and I've gotten it down now, so that's why I'm making a video. Also, part of the packaging is gone, as you may tell here. There was a piece of plastic, but this is the only thing that's inside. So, here it is. It's got a really cool casing on it. As you can tell, there's a battery in there, and if you ever had to replace it, it's just one. I forgot the name for it, but it's just one, I believe actually two. There's one under this sticker, but you can just get to it pretty easily and replace it. And just for a side-by-side comparison, here's Donkey Kong Country 3, blah blah blah. It's the same cartridge, it's the same shell. One kind of nitpick, because I am pretty serious thoughty and all that on these videos. The mini, yes, I said mini, SD card slot kind of pokes out on the bottom, so when you put it inside of a system, it does kind of wobble back and forth. Not something to worry too much about, but just something to throw out there. And yes, as I said a second ago, it's a mini USB adapter for micro SD cards. Yeah, I don't know why they use such a obsolete SD card format, but it's an adapter. Also on the SD card part, I do need to mention this. So, as you can see here, I have bumped up my storage on micro SD card since I got the R4, but as you can tell, this is a 2 GB, and that is not because I don't have any more higher micro SD cards. I do. It's just that this thing only supports 2 GB micro SD cards. That is a downfall. But you can put plenty enough games on there and just kind of put them back and forth on your computer. Also, the computer is another thing I gotta bring up. There is a software, it's on my computer, let me just look it up really quick. It is called, yeah, SuperCard. I believe you download it off their website, and you basically have to put the ROMs, your GBA ROMs, onto it, and then it does some like conversions or whatever for it to work on the card, and then it goes to the SD card, and then boom, you got it. So that's what that does, and you do need that to be able to play the ROMs on here. Now, my DS is dead. I'm sorry for bad preparation, but I do have my my GBA SP on the charger, as you can probably tell, because it also is dead. But we're just gonna take a quick look at this now. If it's by the rare chance that this actually does happen. No, it's not. Sometimes it actually turns on with the original Game Boy BIOS. I have no clue why. But here we go. This is the menu, and yeah, this isn't as easy as the R4. You can't just drag and drop the ROMs on here. You do have to convert them through a converter thing on the computer. But once you do that, they do come on here. Also, there's cheats and stuff, and saver. I haven't really played around with those, but the actual ROMs take a little time to load up compared to the R4. But once they do load up, they work perfectly fine. Of course, I haven't played this game yet. I just now downloaded it, but it's Wario You get the point. And also, similarly, not similarity, duh. You may have noticed, if you have eyes of an eagle, this Yoshi demo by Nintendo. Yes, I am into prototypey stuff, so I downloaded this ROM that was leaked, I think a while ago actually, and I did not need to convert it on the card. In fact, it boots right up when you put it on there. So I don't know if that's for some games or with prototypes or whatnot. I'm not too sure, but nevertheless, this game does work. There is no sound if you've looked into this kind of stuff, but it's what it would be if they actually gave you the cartridge thing they used. And yeah, it's a Yoshi prototype for the Game Boy. Pretty normal stuff. Some other things, some people ask me about region locking. As you probably know, the Game Boy isn't region locked, so you can in fact play Japanese games, and this is a 16,000 kilobyte game, so it's going to take a few seconds to load actually. And here we go. Yes, Japanese game. You get the point. It's Rhythm Heaven. Pretty fun game. Kind of getting into that series now. Yes, I know, I say a lot. I need to work on that. Pac-Man Collection. This was one of my childhood games I used to play a lot in the day. And I really do enjoy this game. I believe one of my friends gave it to me, and he just like, yeah, keep it, whatever. And if I remember right, yeah, the arrangement, this is my favorite game on here. It's got a bunch of games on there. This is the one made for the cartridge, and it's just like an adventure mode for Pac-Man. It's got a final boss and stuff like that, if you get what I mean. Also, it looks nice and sounds nice too. I believe I did a speedrun of this one day on Twitch. Watch me on Twitch. But yeah, basically, I did have a few problems trying to load it up earlier on the Game Boy Advance SP. Like I said earlier, it booted up as a Game Boy, like an original Game Boy game. It didn't turn on, of course, but it booted it up as if there was a Game Boy game inside. No idea why. Another thing to note, Super Mario Advance 4. This is a very strange game in my experience. On the computer, I actually can't play this game on my emulators. And it might be the ROM, I'm not sure, but when I try to put it on this thing, all it does, it loads it up, and yeah, it's, good white screen. So some games, if the ROM is bad, I guess it will do that, and yeah. Now, I haven't played this game yet, so I'm just going to take a quick look at it. So it's a Capcom game, and I honestly, I haven't really played with this Flashcart much as of late. I've been actually using the R4 much more. I don't know why. I probably need to get back into GBA games, because I mean, I used to love them back in the day. I mean, I'm not even joking about that. But yeah, it's It's Ghosts and Goblins. I think it's a remake from the SNES version, I believe. It looks a lot like it. Anyways, so as you guys know, I usually do a computer side of these videos on these cards around the end, and I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of people didn't watch the whole video on the last one. I guess a bunch of people left the video when it got to the computer side, and then people in the comments asked, how do you put the games on the card? Did you not? Sorry. Just follow along with me. I'll go as slow as I can, I promise, guys. And yeah, also I'll put a link in the description where you get this thing. I believe they lowered the price since I bought it, and I was like the one person who bought it. I think that escaped me out. Anyways, I made the price lower for you guys. You're welcome. So yeah, let's go to the computer side of the video, and I'll see you guys there.
Alrighty, so please excuse the mess we have here. So this is what you got to download from their website. And basically what you're going to want to do is just open it up, and if you want to add a game, you just go to wherever your games are. Mine would be in my ROM folder, and my GBA ROMs, and you would pick whichever one you would want. Say we want to do Pac-Man again. Click Pac-Man. Eventually it'll come up. Say yes to whatever that comes up, then it'll be right here. You want to make the path to your whatever your SD card slot is, so mine would be H, I believe that's how that works, not sure, it's already on there. And then you would go to out. Oh. And this would basically patch the game for it to work on the SuperCard. Now, one thing to note, I should have said this before I got into the computer side, games such as WarioWare, Twisted, or anything that uses a gyroscope, basically, the SuperCard doesn't have a gyroscope, so it just won't register any movement, which I would think is kind of obvious, but if you guys were wondering about that, then there you go. If you're wanting to play WarioWare Twisted, you're probably going to want to buy yourself a cartridge. That's pretty much the only way for you to play it. But other than that, that's already on the SD card. And if you just plug the micro SD card into your SuperCard, it should work after that. So yeah, also, if you haven't noticed, boost in audio quality because I'm using my really good microphone now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, as always, ask below and I will try to get back to you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any more questions or if you have any recommendations on what you would like to see, please tell me. And if you like this video, please like it. And share it if you want your friends to know about how to play any Game Boy Advance game on their Game Boy or DS Lite, whichever one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.